Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead and beyond. And of course, the next week and a half getting off to a stormy start for your Thursday. Today, pretty much benign as far as the weather across the Arklatex, as we do have that mix of sunshine, clouds. Not really a whole lot as far as rainfall out there this afternoon. Could see some scattered thunderstorm development over the northwest half of the area later on this evening. Small chance a storm or two could become strong to severe this evening, but the main severe weather threat will hold off until tomorrow. Here's the upper level disturbance, which is going to be responsible for that period of severe weather. You can see it moving into the central Rockies right now. It is going to be taking a more southerly course here across the middle of the country, and that since it's moving a little bit further to the south than its predecessor, we do stand to see a little bit more widespread severe weather across the region for your Thursday. So let's get right to it and show you what we can expect here as far as the timing of any storms. Here's a look at Robin Sawyer, the Futurecast, and you can see the scattered activity this evening. Now, Futurecast doesn't show a whole lot. My concern is going to be with the northwest corner of the Arklatex here. This is where we could see, again, a strong storm or two, possibly becoming severe during the evening hours. Futurecast really doesn't show that, and pretty much every model has the biggest severe weather threat this evening to our north and to our west. Heading into tomorrow morning, again tonight we're looking at dry conditions across most of the area. Could begin the day tomorrow with a few scattered thunderstorms over the northern sections of the area. We will see those thunderstorms begin to increase late in the morning over the northwestern and western edges of the area. Notice, I'm going to step through this pretty much hour by hour through the afternoon, and by the time we get to 2 o'clock, we'll see the thunderstorms moving into Texarkana, much of southwest Arkansas, the northern half of northeast Texas. Severe weather definitely will be possible during this time frame. We'll see the storms begin to move into Shreveport sometime during the middle of the afternoon. Then the line and the focus for the thunderstorms begins to shift more towards the south and to the east. Notice some of the black indicated here. And late afternoon, the main severe weather threat will be south of Interstate 20 in East Texas and northwest Louisiana. And heading into the evening hours, it does appear as if we could see some weakening of the thunderstorms across the southern and southeastern half of the Arklatex, and we should be pretty much done with the severe weather threat by late evening, say 10 o'clock or so. The brunt of the severe activity should be out of our area, and then Friday we'll see the return of some sunshine, and we will begin an extended period of dry weather, which will eventually become hot weather. More on that in a second. Meantime, let's talk the threats that we could be facing. Again, as far as the outlook for severe weather for this evening, Storm Prediction Center does indicate that marginal to slight risk for the northwest edge of the area. Again, that is not set in stone, but all of us will have to keep an eye on tomorrow. You can see the enhanced risk for most of the Arklatex, and really, if you're in southern Sabine and Natchitoches Parish, you also have a good chance of seeing the severe weather as well. This means that we're basically looking at numerous severe weather reports, probably looking at the biggest threat being damaging straight line winds, but we could have some hail, and we also could have some tornadoes. So let's talk about the hail risk first of all. That risk is not the biggest that we've seen. Notice we just have pinks for the most part. We might have a little bit better chance of the larger hail over the southern edge of the Arklatex, but again, a few reports of up to quarter-sized hail will be possible. As far as tornadoes, again, that also will be a concern. I mentioned yesterday that we're probably looking at the best tornado risk south of Interstate 30 as far as the Arklatex. Now, a tornado will be possible north of Interstate 30, but you can clearly see Futurecast still shows the main concentration of those rotating updrafts over East Texas and northwest Louisiana. That threat will begin late tomorrow morning and continue through the afternoon. Fortunately, we're not seeing the intensity in the rotation that the model was showing yesterday, but still a few tornadoes definitely will be a possibility from late morning through the early afternoon hours. Beginning northwest in the morning, that threat, as you can see here, gradually shifting to the south and east, heading into the early evening hours. Another concern could be heavy rain. Futurecast shows still looking at, for most of the area, a good chance of seeing at least an inch, We will see pockets that pick up less than a half an inch, and we'll see pockets that pick up 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. The flooding threat is possible, but it should be somewhat isolated in nature. So the main concern is going to be damaging straight line wind and the possibility for a few tornadoes. Now, after that, we see a shift towards a summer-like weather pattern here across our part of the country. Show you that weather pattern. Here's that upper level disturbance, which is going to move into the middle of the country tomorrow evening, producing the thunderstorms. Once this clears out, upper level high pressure will build in, extending from the western Gulf of Mexico up into the Great Lakes, and this ridge is going to intensify as we head into the Mother's Day weekend, and probably will stay put through all of next week, keeping us hot and keeping us dry. It's quite possible, if not likely, that we'll see several days of record high temperature starting Mother's Day, and that could continue through the first half of next week. So, lot said. Let's give you a look at your forecast for tonight. Again, a few scattered thunderstorms that could be strong will be possible mainly this evening over the northern edge of the area. We'll see lows in the mid to upper 60s north to the upper 60s to low 70s south. And then tomorrow, all of us will see thunderstorms. Several will become severe as we'll see a breezy south wind at around 15 miles per hour. I expect highs to be in the mid 70s north to the low to middle 80s across the southern half of the Arklatex. That includes 76 in Texarkana, 82 degrees for the daytime high tomorrow in Shreveport. 10-day forecast highlights the heat, which is on the way. Notice no rain from this Friday through probably next weekend. So a good solid week and a half almost of no rainfall. We'll see highs in the 90s as soon as Saturday, mid 90s, which would be a new record for Mother's Day. We also could set or tie records Monday, Tuesday, and maybe even Wednesday. Highs will stay in the mid 90s all week next week. Lows will kind of settle into the lower 70s. So a taste of spring and a taste of summer on the way here in the next 10 days, with severe weather expected tomorrow, followed by some record-breaking heat as we go through the end of Mother's Day weekend.